Okay, let me check that we are live. Let's make sure. Yep. Hello, my friends. We are live. So I am checking everything. Yep. Thank you, my friends, for joining today into this broadcast. And it's been a while. And the reason is that I've been working on a cool project. I sprinkled it out a couple of weeks ago that I was working in getting people together to get their story out. And the reason for that is that I have seen how when you take your story out, it can be an impact to other people. When I started this journey about 5 years ago, I didn't even have a clue in really what it will take to write a book. So I start dabbling, I start doing mistakes. My first book, I will say that it was a complete mess. But working with some people, working with experts have helped me to even get my message all the way up to Korea. I didn't even have a clue. I know that there was something called Korea, and that's where the Samsungs come from, but I did not have a clue in what to do. So in this session today, I want to start sharing some of the things, some of the tips that I have learned across, and I title it 5 ways to get a ton of new fans. And the reason for this is that when you start sharing your story, you can compress what you have learned and make sure that other people learn it in an easier way. So let's say that I've been on the IT and leadership journey for about 30 years. So do you want to spend 30 years learning everything that I learned? Or will you prefer that we will condense it and put it together? So what we will do is that we will take it and then make sure that we can actually just make it available for you. So the 5 ways that I found is that you know a lot of people. You know people around the area where you go. So you can schedule a little book tour. You can, when you write something, if you took the time, you are already above a lot of your friends because they haven't taken the time to do that, or your business associate, or the competition, because you can provide a different service to your customers because you took the time to write it down. So if you schedule a little book tour that you, even though if you're giving the book away, I remember my dad is right now 92 years old, and he actually did a short little tour in Puerto Rico. He was giving his book. After he did it, it took him about 40 years, and that's a story for another day because I got my first computer because supposedly it was for me, but it was for him. He wanted to write his first book, but he started sharing his message by bringing 2 books here, 5 books there. Then we did a cool thing for him. We put it together in display, and he was able to talk about the book. And that's go to point number 2. The second way that you can get your book out and get a lot of more fans is that actually you can actually start getting interviews. Right now, I'm getting calls from different people because they have seen the books that we have released, the ones that have arrived to bestseller status. And the whole idea is that you start sharing your message. Point number 3 is that you can actually start doing a little bit of a tour book virtually. Now, in these days, you're seeing me through Facebook. I'm probably through Instagram. I'm probably through YouTube. So it's broadcasting through all of them. So how about if you know a couple of your friends and you can start doing something together and they may interview you, or you can blog about your book in their environment, in their platform. I was with a couple of guys from the 10X stages, and we were all sharing all the different stages that each one of us have. So that's another way that you can get a ton of other fans. One that a lot of times is not even thought about is you now have a megaphone, a social media megaphone that you can start sharing with your friends and everybody that is an associate to you or that is looking for what you're doing, what you solve for them, is that you can take actually time to be able to communicate your message when you launch your book. And last but not least is that you can use the great power of the advertisement in all of these platforms. And in each one of these, we can go deeper, but I wanted to just give you a little taste of everything that is coming down that we're going to be working out together. And the reason for this is that your message is important. I'm speaking right now in English, but I'm going to be doing one in Spanish. Doesn't matter your language. I never knew that there were people that could connect with me in the other side of the world. And that because of my story, what I learned, what I have struggled with, my mess became my message. So let me ask you a question. What are you struggling right now that you think that no one else is having a problem? That could be your message, your story. So you can become part of that message and share with other ones. So my friends, what I want to do now is that I'm gonna leave you a link so you can connect with us, and I'm putting it right now in the chat. The webinar, and this will be an event that we're gonna be doing next Monday, in English at 7 o'clock and in Spanish at 8 o'clock. We're gonna be sharing the secrets to be a great published author. There were things that I didn't have a clue, and my books were not picking up. And when I start finding and working with the people that know how to publish books, then I was able to learn it. I was able to then be successful, and then I was able to take my message out. So my friends, hope that you have an awesome day. If you have any questions, leave me a comment, connect with us, register for the webinar, and we'll see you in another session. Have an awesome day.